night is for you guys. You got, I think, 8 different goal scorers, and it's different guys tonight than the other night. And
yeah, I mean, it's all year it's been that way. We've relied on a lot of people, and like everybody, dealt with some injuries. Guys have had to step up, but now we're back a little bit, and we're able to get a balance on the lines, a balance on the back end, and I do think that it's helpful and through the course of a regular season, certainly through a playoffs where the bump and grind comes into it, and the longevity of it, you hope, comes into it. It's good to have that depth.
Spencer Carberry was just in here and talked about Ovechkin, how you guys have been able to block shots and do things to kind of contain him, and how he's struggling a little bit. Just what have you seen about the way you guys have defended him that's been successful?
He's a player that can make a difference in the game. We're I guess mindful of that and do our best to check him.
Peter, I would imagine that this was the type of game you expected from Washington. What did you think about the way your guys handled it for the balance of the game, and winning a game like this? What can that do for your team, especially winning one early in a series, early in a playoffs like this?
I mean, I said that this morning. Somebody asked me what I expected, and I said I expected that tonight, and the way it played out, physical and some attitude and directness inside of the game. I thought our guys responded pretty well. It was a hard-fought game. I thought it was a hard-fought game. I think that's good. And again, inside of a series and inside of what you hope is an opportunity to move on, you want to make sure that you're building the right type of game and getting involved in that type of a setting. I thought it was a hard-fought game.
Peter, you spoke the other day about the all-around impact of Vincent Trocheck, and Meek has been really active these first couple games. When you have 2 centers at the top of your lineup being driving forces like that, I mean, what does that mean to the group? How much does that kind of drive the group?
Yeah, they've been. I think they've been there all year. We talked about Troch, and Mika had a heck of a game tonight. He was noticeable a lot, especially teams 5-on-5. I thought he did a terrific job, but I think having the depth at center has been really helpful. Even the addition of Wenberg and slotting him in has been helpful too. So I think it's real important.
How big was the Roslovic goal and then the shorthanded goal, just for momentum?
Yeah,
of
it
the
was
game?
huge. And it was right at the end of the power play, the Roslovic goal. There wasn't much time left. Great play, walking down the middle. I think it was Gus, and dished it over. Roslovic got it on a hard angle and really put it in the only place that it could go. And then to come back and get that on top of it was big.
Peter, Trocheck was in here before, and we were talking about how when we talk about his line, we're usually talking about how well they create offense, which they did tonight. But Artemi and Alexei also stepped up a lot physically. Can you talk about just seeing 2 guys with that much skill playing as physically as they did tonight?
Everybody's hitting. I mean, all you got to do is turn on a playoff hockey game. Everybody's banging bodies. That's just the nature of the business for this time of the year, and that was a physical game. It was good.
Peter, you hold serve at home. Now you go on the road. Are you looking for something different, something the same as you go into their building?
Yeah, we'll look at things, and a couple of days here, our guys will take a break, but we'll catch them in another day and get back to work and see what we can do to be better.
last one, Johnny.
Just again this morning, Spencer Carberry actually had a ton of praise for Keandre Miller and brought his name up specifically, talking about how to beat him in the offensive zone for Washington. What have you seen from him as of late physically? Because it feels like he's also been one of those guys. I know you just said everyone's hitting, but Keandre seems like someone who stepped up lately as well.
Yeah, I mean, he's the type of player that can bring everything. He can bring the physicality. He can bring the good defense. He can jump into a hole and find the right offense as well at the right time. He's got size. He's athletic. He can skate. He can make a good first pass. There's a lot of things that he can bring to the table. And again, I just think it fits in on the balance of our back end. And you had mentioned the depth, and that's a good thing this time of year. But he certainly played a heck of a game for us tonight.